They've got the sirens on, so everyone's coming outside. Commotion, commotion, commotion. All you people heard me screaming. I know you all heard me screaming, but now that the fire brigade and that has come out, everyone and their mums was outside. And like, that's literally what I was doing. I was running around just saying her name. I was genuinely terrified. Upstairs, downstairs, left, right, kitchen. Like, we never smelled anything until we opened the door. Smoke was everywhere. Like, the whole thing went boom, like. Before we get started into the video, I just want to say part 2 of the Illuminati Cat Williams being right is coming out soon. Don't worry about that, because I know a lot of you did ask for it. I didn't expect it, because I thought people would think I'm just this crazy lunatic just, you know, talking and stuff. But do you think this is too much? Might be a little bit too much. Maybe for the next one. Also want to say before I get started into the story, make sure you're still supporting Palestine, because and Congo and Sudan and all them countries that are still in a genocide, because yeah, cool, the life is going on, the world is great, blah blah blah, but it's not. People are actually dying out here, and I know people will be like, oh, but what can I really do? The least you can do is at least pray for them, pray that everything goes well and stuff, because life is still moving, but there's still people going through a whole genocide right now. So please make sure you're supporting as much as you can, donate, do whatever you can, use some filters on TikTok if they even help. But yeah, make sure you're still doing that, because don't be claiming to be about that life and stuff, and you know, you're praying and stuff, but Jesus's hometown is literally being, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you'll see different colors in my hair right now, because long story short, by the time I wanted to buy the hair again, the color was gone. So I was like, you know what, who cares? I'm weird anyways. I'll have wacky colors, I don't care. So yeah, there's a bit of orangey brightness coming through, but it's still not done because I'm procrastinating a lot. I'm just not being serious. But anyways, it'll be done soon, don't worry, it'll be done soon. But it's already getting naughty and stuff. Anyways, I hate using, this is what I'm saying, like, just so embarrassing. Like, I hate using synthetic hair. Anyways, everyone knows that I go into detail about all my story times anyway, so if this is long, you better keep your mouth shut. It's really not that deep. Anyways, it's your girl 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿, and I'm back with another video for y'all. Today we have the story time of how my friend's house, well, cousin, nearly got burnt to a crisp. Now, quick message to, you know, my parents and family members who watch this: do not blame the green stuff on it, because I know this is gonna be a thing like, oh, well, this is why you're definitely not and you can't be trusted. Please, these things happen to everyone. I'll even get into it literally towards the end of the story. You'll see, this will make sense why I'm saying this happens to everyone and stuff. Be like, oh, it's this fault, accidents happen, and yes, it could have went a lot worse. I completely understand that. All I know is that I've got to be much more careful, and yeah, so don't be, I'm speaking through YouTube to them, so that I don't actually go out my way to message them, so that they don't, because if they don't even end up watching this video and they're, you know what I'm saying, so I'm just, if they do watch it, they'll see this message. Don't blame it. It was an accident, one-time thing. Don't blame it. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, let's just get straight into the story. Like, comment, subscribe, share to everyone you know. We could get to 2.7k by like the end of the month, so you know, keep sharing my channel around. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, you'll love it here, and if you're an old subscriber, you are loyal, so this is to you. So this all started, literally, this is the most recent story time I'm ever putting out there, because it literally just happened the other day. It was like, you know what, I need to really listen to my intuition more, because I always let myself down. I have a feeling something's gonna happen, but I just ignore it, and I'm just like, you know what, nothing's gonna happen. All the time, every single time. Like, I felt that was gonna happen and I still didn't do anything about it. But it's like, it just seems like, oh, you're just overthinking. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we was in the clouds a little bit, and we had munchies, we wanted to eat something, so we just put stuff in the oven. And she was talking about, I was like, oh, are we gonna put the chips in the oven? She was like, no, I always fry them in oil and stuff, it tastes better that way. And she's not wrong, it would taste better that way, but I'm used to just putting them in the oven because I don't do all that. So then I was just like, okay, fine then. So when the stuff came out of the oven, we was frying the chips, and we went upstairs, took our food upstairs, watching movies, chilling, talking, laughing, like just having a good time. We were up there for like maybe an hour or so, and all you hear is the smoke alarms go off, all 4 of them. So we was like, looked at each other and just ran downstairs. And I know my common sense was literally just like,
let me in, you idiots!
Because we forgot to turn off the pot. Now, so the pot is just full of hot oil, just obviously was just on for a whole hour and stuff. She even has an electric cooker, so it's like we can't even tell. Like, at least if it was a gas cooker, we'd see the fire and stuff. We rushed downstairs, and I thought we was going to, because when we opened the doors, like, we never smelled anything until we opened the door. Smoke was everywhere. Like, the minute you step outside, it was like every breath you was taking was just taking you closer to heaven. Do you know what I'm saying? We were both like, open the windows and like talking to each other. And she was like, open the door or something. And I was like, I was already on it. Like I was already running downstairs to open the door. She went to go save her kitchen, which makes sense. When I look into the kitchen, it's just smoke is just like pouring out of the pot. Like there was smoke everywhere. I'm just like panicking because like I said, it was really harsh to inhale. When I went to open the door and I came back, she had taken the lid off the pot now. So the fire, literally a whole, I don't know why.
Like who, what, where, now what, who, where.
Where it happened, but I guess fire, of course, needs oxygen and stuff. So her opening the pot lid, boom, like there was some, it went up and then it left. Like it introduced itself and then it came and then it left again. Obviously that made us scream because we were like, oh, like, what should we do and stuff. You have all these fire lessons and stuff, but in the moment we was just panicking, and of course we was a bit, all the adults and all you old people are just gonna be like, oh well, it is that fault. Please, accidents happen. That could happen when I was sober. But obviously us being up in the clouds and stuff, it also made our reaction time, like it made our reactions way bigger than maybe it should have been, but probably we would have been, you know, more sane and stuff. But cool, as I saw that now, like obviously like I said, we screamed. So I've run around and this is where I actually lose my mind. This is the first time and I'm already disappointed in myself, so please don't. I literally screamed, ran upstairs because I was trying to get our phones because I'm like, we need to call fire brigade or something. So I've run upstairs to try to get our phones, but the minute I've got to the door, it's like I kept breathing and I was like, I need to get out, like I need to breathe, I need fresh air, because literally I went straight to the door. So I could have literally just taken a couple more steps, opened the door, took our phones and left. But I was panicking, so I was like, I knew even if I went into the room, I would have just been like because I knew that I was panicking. Like I knew I was actually terrified in that moment. Oh, sorry, I didn't even mention who this was. This happened with Crisp. So yeah, Crisp from the other story time. This is Crisp's house. So, and she was by herself. She's been by herself for like a week or so. So she was gonna be by herself for another week. I've gone upstairs, tried to run and get our phones. Didn't. Literally got to the door, panicked, ran back downstairs, went into the living room to try and open the windows, panicked again because I'm just smelling smoke. And did like I was going to places with an intention, but once I got there, it was like I would just panic and run somewhere else.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then I just ended up running back outside, screaming at the top of my lungs. Like I was screaming help so loud. I'm telling you, the whole of Canning Town would have heard me from where we was. There's no way no one heard that. And it was like bare nonchalant, little people maybe opening the windows. You all right? Does it sound like I'm alright? Does someone in their right mind scream help because, you know, they're just having a fun day in their house, kicking their feet up, drinking hot cocoa, and I just went outside to scream help for the sake of it? What do you think? You know, like a chimney but for a flat, like them long kind of pole things.
Hey, yo!
It was just pouring out with smoke. You could just see those hella smoke, so it's like you can tell something's wrong. The door's open, I'm screaming help, no one's trying to do anything. And I remember because I was running around literally just up, down, left, right, panicking, running around like a headless chicken. I even ended up ripping my sock because that's how fast I was running and how frantic. And I was just saying, ooh, I said her name. I was just saying, Chris, like I was just screaming, running all over the place. Like I genuinely lost my mind, and that's never happened to me before. So when I look back on it, I was like, damn, I'm disappointed in myself. Like, where did that come from? Like I could tell when it's fight or flight in attack mode, I am flight. I don't wait around to see what's gonna happen. And I was doing everything by the book. Like I'm just thinking of stop, drop, roll. I know smoke rises, so get down and leave, and just leave and call someone. So when she was trying to, you know, save her kitchen, which I do understand, because if it was me, I probably would have tried to save my kitchen as well, because this is my house, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to put it out, not just leave it there. I get why, but obviously the safer thing to do is just get out and make sure you're safe and call the fire brigade and stuff. So I was trying to do by the book, she wasn't. So like when I'm trying to run around and stuff and I kept opening the door screaming help, and I come back and I see she's still in the kitchen, that's when I was like, okay, cool, water. Like I was just, because I'm like, she's not leaving, she's not trying to leave, do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm already disappointed in myself, so don't rub it in. It was just a thing where I genuinely thought, like I thought we was going to, when I saw the smoke and I clocked that every inhale was just taking me away from living, I was just like, because I just didn't know what to do. I genuinely didn't know. And it's like I didn't want to be in the way either, because what if she's picking up the pot, what am I gonna do? So hovering around her, like, do you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and everything was happening really fast. Like I'm explaining it, but it was so quick. Everything was happening like the space of 2 minutes. Everything. Like even I lost my nose ring. Honestly, it was crazy. The second I said water, I was like, hold on, oil and water. We all know this. Oil and water do not mix. So the minute I said water, it was like I second guessed myself just a second. By that time, she had already turned on the tap and threw the pot in the sink. Now this is where it goes crazy. 13 minutes it's been recording and I've literally not even got to the best part. She throws the hot oil pot into the sink while the tap is running. We saw a glimpse of hell. That was God saying, you cannot survive down there. because she dropped it. The whole thing went boom, some huge, like honestly. And the thing is, it was so dramatic. It was like the heat from the fire and the light from the fire literally like knocked us out. Like not knocked us out cold. It made both of us drop because we were scared as well. And she was close up to it, so because she threw it and obviously it exploded back. And I'll insert a clip of what happened to the ceiling.
In my solitude.
So that's how you know it went everywhere, like, because you could see the soot or whatever it's called is all over the top of the ceiling. Like it went all the way everywhere. That was when we was like, okay, cool, no, we have to leave. At this point, we have to go. There's nothing we can do. We had come outside. Again, I'm screaming, help, 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 literally. And the thing is, when I was running up and down, it was like I would run, then go outside to scream help, then try to open the window, then go run outside to scream help, then go somewhere, then run outside. Like I was not trying to leave outside. Like honestly, I lost faith in humanity because I was screaming so much, and it's not like, okay, cool, maybe if downstairs couldn't hear me, next door definitely heard me. We both dropped to the ground. Literally, I remember my eyes being low, like real low and it was huge. Like the way I explain it is not that deep, but it was huge. Like it was a huge explosion. You can see by the curtains were melted off. We had left, and I just said, do you have your phone? And then she said, like, she didn't even say no, she just like clocked she didn't have it, ran upstairs and then got hers. And then obviously I was like, mine? But then I was like, not that deep. I was like, the audacity, you didn't even help in the kitchen. Like I was just there running around while she was trying to do something, and I have the audacity to ask for my phone. But honestly, listen, I'm not gonna, it was all in a moment of shock. Okay, so she calls the fire people. They come in like literally like 2-3 minutes. The fire had like gone out by that time, but we could see just black smoke all in the kitchen. Like literally, when we leave, the kitchen window is right open, like it's right next to the door. So we saw just like black everywhere. And of course they've got the sirens on, so everyone's coming outside. Commotion, commotion, commotion.
This is so humiliating!
I'm just like, all you people heard me screaming. I know you all heard me screaming, but now that the fire brigade and that has come out, you want to be, everyone and their mums was outside. Literally, I looked over the balcony, a whole audience, people in their windows, curtains opening. I was like, isn't this just amazing? Everyone wants to be outside now. And of course the fire brigade was like, where's where's like asking the door number and stuff to everyone. And of course I was like, it's up here. And then yeah, so they just went to inspect the place. Because obviously by the time they come, the fire was out. And I pointed at she was on the phone. Ugh. I pointed at Chris when she was on the phone that the tap was overflowing, and it was like this big brown sludge and stuff, because of course it was oil and fire and water and all sorts of things. So she ran back in to turn it. I couldn't keep going back in there. Like I left my phone upstairs, everything. I couldn't keep going in there because I don't know what it is, but my lungs could not take that smoke. It was too much. It was harsh. It was horrible. They just inspected the place, and then the like chief or whatever, he came and was like, next time just put a damp cloth over it, turn off the cooker, you know. And it's like all these simple things, but because it was just so much happening at once, and especially when she took the lid off and then the fire exploded and stuff, it was like, whoa, we just didn't know what to do. So obviously he was like, yeah, we should have done that, like, you know, after. But then he was like, listen, don't feel bad. After 20 years of me being a firefighter, I've set fires off and burnt down nearly my whole house and da-da-da-da. So it made us feel better, and he was just cracking jokes and stuff. And we're just having laughs, like we didn't just nearly lose our life a second ago.
My diamonds out for me, they say, I cannot meet you.
And it's like, that could have been so much worse. Chris, literally, when she came out, she literally thought her face was gone because she was so close to the fire. Like, the impact was that much. So I was like, God really saved us. Like, yeah, we got to clean off the top of the thing, but he saved us, because that could have been a hell of a lot worse. You just never think these things happen to you until it does. And then that's when you're extra careful. But when it does, it changes you, because it's like, right, I could have nearly not been here to tell this story. So yeah, God really saved us. I prayed after that. I helped her clean up a bit because she had a burn on her hand, and we didn't even notice she had a burn on her foot. She found that out later. Yeah, I just helped her clean up as much as we could, and I tried to stay as long as I could, of course, because it was a bit, obviously PTSD and stuff, and especially because the top of it was black, because her ceiling is normally white. So when you go into the kitchen, it's a whole different feeling now. There's always a reminder that a danger happened. Me telling the story is obviously never as deep as you being in my position, being as scared as I was, thinking that we wasn't gonna make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it was a huge explosion. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. And the thing is, I've gone through many life-threatening things, but the way I acted, that's when you know it was pure fear. And of course, it could have been heightened because of the situation of, you know, but we was actually busting jokes, laughing. She was mocking me the way I was running around and stuff. She was like,
I'm here trying to do it. He was just running around and stuff.
yeah, it was a little bit embarrassing when everyone was there just looking, and I was just like, but you guys didn't want to do nothing when Anyway, if the phone has moved, mind your business. But although I understood why, like I said, why Chris went to go save her kitchen, it was like it was the right thing and the wrong thing. Because in a way it literally did put out, like, the fire was big, but it put it out before. It's like the fire was just big eruptions, like it didn't stay on anything, it wouldn't like light anything on fire, it would be huge eruptions, and that second eruption was enough for us to leave. That huge eruption lingered for a little bit, so that's why we thought it was like burning the whole kitchen down, but it wasn't. Everyone knows when you try to put out the fire yourself, it's just gonna be bad, like it's not gonna work. You all know this, but in the moment it was honestly terrifying. I'm trying to do it the book way. Like I just said, listen, I just want to live. That's what I cared about. I just wanted to live because the smoke was really messing with my brain. Imagine being up there and seeing all this happening. You would have thought you was gonna meet. She put it out. She ended up putting it out just before the fire brigade people came, but it was wrong at the same time because this could have been anyone else. She could have tried to put it out, and those burns on her hands and stuff could have been 10 times worse. So it was like we really had to. We prayed and thanked God after that because like you spared us. You were teaching us a lesson, loud and clear. I got in trouble when I got home. I got beat because I came home late, like way later. Because listen, I'm joking. I didn't get beat, but like I wanted to stay with her because of course, like I said, it was scary. Like it just happened, and it's like now I have to leave her all alone by herself. She's gonna be alone for like a few days, and it's like, come on now. I tried to stay as long as I could, but like I know I have to take 3 buses from her house. So after that, I was like, at a certain point, I do have to go because otherwise, that 3rd bus, I'm not even gonna see it. And I caught the last bus, literally. And no one wants to believe me. I said, when this story time comes out, you're all gonna look so stupid because I was telling the truth and I almost died. And you guys you're just concerned about me being late home. What is this? Don't let me be an influence to you. What I did was completely wrong. Don't do this. Yeah, these glasses are a little bit dirty. Just ignore that. I am not a good example. Do not copy what I do. Please don't. Be safe. Please make sure you turn off everything. And you know, I don't have my money gun. I couldn't be bothered to bring it downstairs. Check everything and live long. We just gonna pretend I threw some money because yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, so you're gonna see I'm gonna move into like the past, but I'm gonna just cut this a little bit because like I'm starving. Yeah, none of my day actually went planned today, so everything's behind schedule by like 3 hours. So by the time I get it all sorted, it's gonna be late. I'm gonna sleep late, then I'm gonna wake up late, and then God forbid, and then it's just gonna ruin college for me tomorrow. So you know what, I'm just gonna wrap this up. I'm hungry as well, so see you in a sec. Well, that's the end of the story time. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you've got to the end, you are amazing, just loyal, but yeah, that's the end of the story time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe. Share to everyone you know. Yeah, part 2 of the Cat Williams video is coming out soon, so don't worry, stay tuned for that. I was originally planning to do a different video today with people and stuff, but that didn't go to plan. But I was like, you know what, I still need to put out content. I'm still trying to be posting every single weekend, which is doable. As difficult as it is, it's still doable. Now yeah, just ignore some of these because I'm gonna redo them. Like they didn't need to, like they were looking good before, and then all of a sudden my head's just looking a little bit lopsided too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.